to win here last year on Sunday. So he's got some form on the board at this location, together with 3 Boost Mobile poles, turn 3 for him, and he'll already have a bit of a feeling of the level of security beneath him as he tries to figure out exactly which millimetre he's going to put his foot on the brake on the approach into turn 4. Back to first gear, slowest corner on the tour, and takes the midline round there, shifting quickly from first to second to manage the wheel spin out of there, delivering huge amounts of power and torque out the other side, and now punching into the headwind, 6th gear briefly through the right-hander at turn 5, and again sizing up this critical spot here under brakes. It's a long, long, long left-hander that ultimately becomes the final corner as well. They're studying the micro-sectors. They've already got an indication as to how this is looking, and we'll see whether or not he gets it done. He just copped a little bit of dirt at the end of it. He's done a 51.64. But you've got to press on because millimetres are going to matter in the end result. And he crosses the line with a 51.69 with a margin of 5/100ths of a second to Cam Waters.
So a nice start to the lap, just slightly down on his teammate at the second sector, but finishing this lap off, all important. Turn 6 and turn 7, 2 big, fast, open radius corners.
Two of the premier cars into the Boost Mobile top 10 shootout. Where does this one jump into the queue? And he sits third with a 51.7. Crazy tight. I mean, just so stupid.
Nice job there, mate.
Turn 6, the lap is over and done very, very quickly. Finding that apex when he first turns in is so critical. Had to wait for a moment for it to settle when he picked up the throttle. His sector splits are close. Again, he's going to be right on the money, but not quite there in the end with a 51.9, but a great lap nonetheless. Put a huge effort into his physical preparedness coming into the 25 Repco Supercars Championship. He did a 50.97. So far it's been a 6th and an 11th this weekend. He's sitting just outside the top 10 in the championship. Picked the throttle up very early in the hairpin at the left-hander, and the aim of the game there is to try and find a way to lengthen that back straight.
And he's the pioneer because he's gone with 4 green tyres. He's the first one of the lot to have done it, and he's got a yield so far. It's a nice lap so far.
Best numbers that we've seen in the first sector, and right on par in the mid-sector. This is going to threaten Cam Waters. He'll be right there in the Mobil 1 truck assist entry out of the final quarter. He's got a little bit of a slide going, no millimetres to the right of the car, and Woody gets to the top on a 51.57 by the tiniest of margins, and it is 6/100ths of a second.
Lights the throttle up, 3rd to 4th gear, and uses all the radio. A monstrous moment there, qualifying yesterday at a 51.99.
In the final corner for him now, and we'll see what this looks like as he gets to the line. We're not seeing numbers pop up here.
Nice job through there. Come off the hairpin really well. And he's just battling to pull it up down there. Cars wriggle around under brakes. Got to the apex nicely, and then got a lot of lateral grip through this part of the racetrack. And as Neil said before, there's a lot of debris on the outside of the road. And 51.95. So that's P6. So
riding under brakes into the approach for turn 6 for Brock Feeney, championship leader after 12 races in the series. The target number is a 51.57, and it's a 51.695. So he's got his act together in this area, and that's a big commitment up and over and in the braking approach to turns 1 and 2, but it was tidy enough. But it was fully committed and grip limited through there. Through turn 3, no space on the outside of that one, building now to 235 kilometres an hour. How far can he get it in here under brakes, and what does the first sector split look like? So he's just a whisker away from the fastest number, which was achieved by Ryan.
And he's gone with a rotor tyre, and that was the benefit versus his teammate Brock Feeney. You saw him through turn 1 and 2. He was very committed, but he was certainly better off for grip when he turned it left at turn 2.
Nail-biting moment here for Ryan Wood. Can Will Brown knock him off, or is the young Kiwi going to grab a pole position out of the final corner? One more gear change will sort this one out. Does Brown get it done? And he does. He does by 8/100ths of a second. It's a cigarette paper in the end that sorts it out, and Will Brown has got his quali mojo well and truly back.